It's 8 p.m. and this is a new edition of Panorama News. In the upcoming 45 minutes, we'll be bringing you the latest of the political, business and sports news from all around the world. I'm Hani Saif, I'll be your host for tonight, and we'll start off with the political news, where President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Monday presided over a meeting with Prime Minister Sharif Ismail and Minister of Communications and Information Technology, Engineer Yasser Al-Adi, as well as head of the Administrative Supervision Authority. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Ala Yusuf said that the meeting focused on the integrated database, adding that the project is currently implemented by the Telecom Ministry along with concerned ministries. During the meeting, the Communication Minister reviewed the details of the project and the implemented stages, adding that the project aims at establishing an advanced IT environment that is capable of integrating national databases and improving services provided for both the government sector and individuals. Egypt's ambassador to Portugal, Ali Al-Sheri, said that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's visit to Portugal is the first since 24 years ago. In a statement to Al Jumhuriyya newspaper published on Monday, Al-Sheri said that the president's visit came upon an invitation by Portuguese President Marco de Sousa, adding that the president will discuss ways to develop the two countries' relationship in the next period and strengthen their economic, political and diplomatic ties. El-Asheri said that during the president's two-day visit, he will meet with the Portuguese president as well as the Portuguese parliament speaker, the prime minister, Lisbon's mayor, as well as Portuguese businessmen and representatives. And Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry asserted Egypt's keenness to coordinate with the European Union or thrashing out a clear vision of cooperation. This came during the foreign ministers' meeting on Monday with European Union EU Commissioner for Migration and Citizenship, Dimitris Yavramopoulos. We have the details with Nile TV's reporter Dina Huwaidak.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Sameh Shoukry and Minister of Immigration and Egyptian expatriate Nabila Mokram met today with His Excellency Commissioner of Immigration, Citizenship and Internal Affairs of the European Union, Dimitris Yavramopoulos, on his two-day official visit to Cairo. The meeting has included discussing multiple issues such as illegal immigration, efforts that Egypt exerts in order to fight terrorism, stating that Egypt is considered to be the most stable and secure country in the Middle East.
Well, this is an important meeting because this is Mr. Dimitris Yavramopoulos is the European Commissioner for Migration and for Citizenship and Homeland Security. He stated at the beginning the importance of Egypt as a partner, as a strategic partner for Europe in the Middle East. Egypt as a stable country, and he mentioned that the most stable country in the region. It is very beneficial for Europe to have a strategic relationship and cooperation with Egypt.
The Commissioner of Immigration, Citizenship and Internal Affairs has expressed his appreciation to the Egyptian government in fighting illegal immigration, addressing the problem and find legal ways for illegal immigration. He also expressed his appreciation during his official meeting with Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry and Minister of Immigration Nabila Mokram, and the efforts that Egypt done to fight terrorism and the persistence of the Egyptian government to make Egypt a secure and stable nation. The current migration emergency is turning increasingly to a global humanitarian problem, and the official talks and meetings that are taking place between the involved bodies are important to address the problem and find legal roads. Dina Huwaidak, Nile TV International.
Thank you, Dina. And still with the same issue, when Nile TV's Dina Huwaidak conducted the following interview with Councillor Ahmed Abu Zaid, the spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, for more details about the meeting.
Well, this is an important meeting because this is Mr. Dimitris Yavramopoulos is the European Commissioner for Migration and for Citizenship and Homeland Security. He stated at the beginning the importance of Egypt as a partner, as a strategic partner for Europe in the Middle East. Egypt as a stable country, and he mentioned that the most stable country in the region. It is very beneficial for Europe to have a strategic relationship and cooperation with Egypt, whether with regard to countering migration and illegal migration or with regard to security cooperation. Both Minister Shoukry and the Commissioner discussed various issues related to migration and counter-migration and counter-illegal migration. The European Commissioner stated that Europe, in fact, is in need for well-trained migrants who would help in the work market in Europe. But this has to be done in a managed manner, in a cooperative manner with the countries southern the Mediterranean. So we discussed the possibility of dispatching technical groups and technical teams, European teams, to Egypt to start consultations and discussions on how to formulate a framework for cooperation between Egypt and the European Union. On the security level, the European Commissioner as well praised the role Egypt is doing in the area of counter-terrorism and also pledged cooperation and support from the European Union to Egypt in this regard, whether in the areas of border control or the areas of training and capacity building. All this was discussed and will be subject to further discussions in the coming period.
Thank you, Dina. And Parliament Speaker Dr. Ali Abdel received on Monday Germany's Bundestag member Bernhard Schulte and the accompanying delegation. The meeting focused on the Egyptian-German relations, issues pertaining to regional security and stability, peace efforts in the Middle East, as well as boosting bilateral ties. Abdel asserted the necessity of consultation between Egypt and Germany in the current stage in light of the latest terrorist attacks in the Middle East and Europe, adding that Egypt plays an important role in combating this phenomenon. Abdel also urged the German side to take a more positive stance on Egypt's domestic landscape, particularly at international and regional forums. Attended the meeting was the German ambassador to Cairo. Joint Egyptian-Jordanian military exercises continued on Monday in the Jordanian kingdom with the participation of the infantry, air and naval forces, as well as special forces from both countries. Officials said the exercises, dubbed the Aqaba 2016 and taking place in South Jordan, come within the framework of scheduled annual joint exercises with neighboring countries. The event started with lectures on unifying concepts and exchange of battlefield expertise and exhibiting weaponry used by the two countries and aimed to enhance skills of joint action against potential threats. A statement by the Egyptian military forces said the exercises included executing specific battlefield missions according to premeditated programs. The exercises continue until November the 25th. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi ordered the opening of the Rafah border crossing for Palestinian students on the 17th and 18th of November. Earlier in the day, authorities announced that the crossing would be open in both directions for humanitarian cases from the 14th till the 18th of November. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Ghait asserted that the League was committed to support all the attempts to preserve the Arab historical and cultural heritage. This came during his address on the media event organized by the League in coordination with the Arab Organization for Education, Culture and Science to launch a monitor for preserving architectural heritage in the Arab countries. The Arab League chief also warned against escalating attempts to endanger Arab heritage sites.